Colaba Municipal Secondary School. Students, yesterday we started the revision of the second chapter of geometry, that is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so this chapter is very easy, simple. As we discussed according to last blueprint of this chapter, the weightage of this chapter is 7 marks, but due to corona, some portions are omitted from your syllabus. So lesson number 7, that is mensuration, is directly removed from your syllabus. So the 10 marks weightage, which is distributed among the remaining 6 chapters. So in this year, the weightage of this chapter, Pythagoras theorem, may be 8 to 9 marks. So if you practice this chapter, you will score full marks, 8 or 9 marks on this topic. So yesterday we discussed the concept, that is the Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras triplet. Yes, then we see 2 theorems. First one is a geometric mean theorem, Pythagoras theorem. Yes, and we solve practice set 2.1. In this chapter, only one practice set you have to practice and one problem set. Yesterday we solved the practice set 2.1 and today we are going to discuss or practice problem set 2. Okay. Problem set 2. As we know that multiple choice questions are scoring. Yes, don't skip it. So let's discuss first multiple choice questions of this chapter. So some questions are, and their alternative answers are given. You have to select the correct option from the given. The first question, out of the following, which is the Pythagorean triplet? Okay, so for Pythagorean triplet, we know 3 digits are given. What we have to do? We find the square of the largest one and then we find the remaining 2 digit square, adding them. If we get the large square of largest value is equal to the sum of the remaining 2 digits, square of remaining 2 digits, then we say that it is a Pythagorean triplet. So in this question, we discuss first orally we solve. Largest number is 10, square of 10 is 100, okay? And these two numbers square and add, 5 square is 25 and 1 square is 1. So 25 plus 1, 26. We are not getting this number. Then largest number is 5, square of 5 is 25. Then add the square of these 2 digits, 3 square 9, 4 square 16. 16 plus 9, that is 25. Okay, we get the answer, correct answer. So our correct answer is B. Okay. Now, second question. In the right angle triangle, if the sum of the square of the sides making right angle is 169, yes, we are drawing the right angle triangle here. Okay. Sorry. Just a minute. Okay. Yes. So the side of the square, this one side, side 1 and side 2. The side of the square of the right angle triangle is 169. Then what is the length of the hypotenuse? As we know that hypotenuse square is equal to, yes, sum of the square of the remaining 2 sides. So we have sum of the square of the remaining side, that is 169. Yes, and we have to find the length of the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to 169. Find the square root of 169. So square root of 169 is 30. Okay. So question number 2. Now we discuss third question. Yes, out of the dates given below, which date constituent a Pythagorean triplet? Okay, here dates are given. Same concept. Find the square of the largest one, then find the square of the remaining 2, add them. If you get that sum is equal to the largest one, then it is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay. If A, B, C are the sides of triangle and A square plus B square is equal to C square, then name the type of triangle. Students, here see, First, we discuss what is meant by obtuse, acute, right angle, and equilateral triangle property. Obtuse angle, triangle, as we know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. So in obtuse angle, one angle is more than 90 degree. Okay. So in this condition, the sum of the two angles are larger than 90 degree. Here the sum is less than 90 degree. Here is equal to 90 degree. And in equilateral triangle, all angles is equal to 60 degree. But when this condition is here, a square plus b square is equal to c square. If we consider c is the hypotenuse and a and b are the remaining two sides of a right angle triangle, then the square of the sum of the square of the remaining side is equal to hypotenuse side. Then we say that it is a type of right angle triangle. So option C is correct answer. Question 5. Find the perimeter of a square if its diagonal is 10√2 centimeter. So in this question, first we have to find the sides and then easily we find the perimeter of a square. So how we will find the side? First draw the square, okay? Diagonal. Diagonal means in rectangle or in square, diagonal represent the hypotenuse side. So diagonal is given, that is 10√2. So first we find the side. Let the side of the square is x. So x plus x square plus x square is equal to 10√2 square. Okay. So find, you will get the side 10. After calculation, 2x square is equal to 100 into 2, that is 200. 2 ones are 2, 2 hundreds are. So x square is equal to 100. So x is equal to under root 100 and the square root of 100 is 10. So side is equal to 10. Okay. But we have to find here, listen carefully, read the question carefully. If they ask find the side of the square, then your answer, correct answer is 10. But they ask find perimeter, then we applying the formula of perimeter of square, that is 4 into side. Side is 10, then 4 into 10 is equal to 40. The correct answer is 40. Okay. Next question. Question number 6. Altitude on the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle divides it in two parts of length 4 centimeter and 9 centimeter. Find the length of the altitude. Okay. So see, in this question, yes, first we draw the altitude. Okay, this one is our right angle triangle. Okay, and this one is altitude. So this altitude divide the hypotenuse into two equal parts. Okay, this one is 1 and 2. So this value is given 4 centimeter and 9 centimeter. You have to find the value of altitude. So here we apply the geometric mean theorem, that is altitude square is equal to this multiplied by this. So here we find 4 into 9, that is equal to 36, and altitude square. So altitude square is equal to 36. But we find the length of the altitude, take the square root of 36, you will get 6. 6 is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Height and base of a right angle triangle are 24 and 18 centimeter. Okay. Height and base. Again, we draw a right angle triangle. This one is the height and this one is the base. Okay. Height and base is given. Height and base is given. You have to find the value of hypotenuse. Then apply Pythagoras theorem here. Wait. Height is given 24. 24 height is given. Yes. And base is 18. Then according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus sum of the one side square plus other side square. Okay. Next question. In triangle ABC, AB is 6√3. Yes. AC equal to 12 and BC is equal to 6 centimeter. Find the measure of angle A. So first we draw triangle ABC, right? So we draw a triangle ABC. This one is A, B, and C. Okay. So AB is equal to 6√3, AC is equal to 12, and BC is equal to C. So we see two properties, that is 30, 60, 90 degree theorem, and second one is the 45, 45 degree theorem. So see, if this side is 12, AC is 12, then as we know that this side is equal to, yes, BC is equal to 6, and this is 12. So this side is half of the hypotenuse. BC is the half of the hypotenuse. If we see in 30 degree, opposite side of 30 degree is always equal to half of the hypotenuse. So our angle, measure of angle A is 30 degree. So in this way, we solve 8 questions, MCQs. Okay. Now, next question number 2. Solve the following example. So first question, find the height of an equilateral triangle having side 2A. So here we have to find the height of equilateral triangle having side 2A. So first we draw equilateral triangle. We know that the properties of equilateral triangle is all sides are equal and each angle is 60 degree. So let means AB, BC and AC both equal to 2A. Okay, so angle B is equal to 60 degree. Yes, so as we know that AD is perpendicular to BC. So BDC are collinear points. So in triangle ABD, this is perpendicular, that means angle D is 90 degree, angle B is 60 degree. So automatically remaining angle, that is angle A, is 30 degree. Okay, then we applying the properties of 30, 60, 90 theorem. Here we have to find the height. Height means AD. So AD is the opposite side of angle B. That value is 60 degree. So opposite side of 60 degree is always equal to √3/2 times AB. AB means hypotenuse. So AB is equal to 2A. This 2 get cancelled. We get A√3 units. So height of the equilateral triangle is 2A√3 units, or you can also write √3A units. Okay, simple. What we have to find the height of the equilateral triangle. So having side is given, then we see in equilateral triangle this is 90 degree and this angle is 60. So remaining angle A is, measure of remaining angle A is 30 degree. Then we apply the properties of 30, 60, 90 degree theorem. Next question, question number 2. Yes, do sides 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter, 25 centimeter form a right angle triangle? Give reason. So first we see, out of these 3 numbers, 25 is the largest one, longest one. So we find the longest side is 25. So therefore 25 square is 625. Now we find the sum of the square of remaining side, that is 7 square plus 24 square, we get 625. So here 25 square is equal to 7 square plus 24 square. So this satisfies this format, that is longest side, square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining 2 sides. So here, therefore, we say that given side 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter and 25 centimeter form a right angle triangle. So it's a converse of PT, means Pythagoras theorem. Okay, student, very simple. First, you have to find the square of the largest, then find the remaining digit square, add them. If you get this longest term square is equal to the square of the remaining, sum of the square of the remaining 2, then it form a right angle triangle. Next question. Question number 3. Find the length of the diagonal of a rectangle having sides 11 centimeter and 60 centimeter. So previously, as told you, diagonal means hypotenuse. So first we draw rectangle. Yes, having side 11 and 60. So this one is the length of the rectangle, and this one is the breadth of the rectangle, and diagonal is represent the hypotenuse. Okay, so let the sides of a rectangle are 11 centimeter and 60 centimeter. Here we consider A, B, C, D is a rectangle. Okay, so length is 60 and breadth is 11 centimeter, and its diagonal is AC. Then in triangle ADC according to Pythagoras theorem, in triangle ADC according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square, that is AC square, is equal to AD square plus CD square. AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Then AD is 60. Write down. Sorry, AD is 11 and BC is equal to 60. 60 square 3600 and 121, that is equal to 3721. So here we find AC, taking the square root of 3721, that is equal to 61 centimeter. So diagonal of a rectangle is 61 centimeter. Okay. This type of question may be asked in the question number 1B type for 1 marks. Next, question number 4. Find the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle if the remaining sides are simple. Here, remaining sides are given. You have to find the length of the hypotenuse. So here, a triangle PQR be the given right angle triangle. Q is 90 degree. PQ is 9 centimeter and QR is 12 centimeter. So you have to find the value of PR, that is hypotenuse. So apply Pythagoras theorem here. PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So 9 square 181, 12 square 144. Add them 2 to 5. So PR square is equal to 2 to 5, but we have to find the value of the length of the hypotenuse, that is PR, is equal to under root 2 to 5. So 2 to 5 is the perfect square root of 15. So we get PR is equal to 15 centimeter. Finally, write down the answer in this way. Therefore, the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is 15 centimeter. Okay. Next question. A side of an isosceles right angle triangle is X. Find its hypotenuse. Okay. So here, the term isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles right angle triangle means in isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So it is a right angle triangle. That means this is the hypotenuse and the remaining two sides, that means AB and BC, are equal according to the condition given in the question. We have to find the value of hypotenuse. Okay, students. So first we write the solution. Let the sides of isosceles triangle is X. Okay, this side is X and this one is X. ABC is an isosceles right angle triangle. Then therefore, isosceles, according to the properties of isosceles triangle, length of AB is equal to length of BC, X centimeter. And AC is the hypotenuse. Then apply Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. So AC as it is, the value of AB is X and the value of BC is X. X square plus X square, 2X square. Taking square root, so AC is equal to under root 2X. So therefore, the hypotenuse of an isosceles right angle triangle is root 2X. Okay. Next question. Question number 6. In triangle PQR, yes, in triangle PQR, PQ is equal to 8 under root 8. QR is equal to under root 5. PR is equal to under root 3. Okay. So here, three sides are given, PQ, QR, and PR. Is triangle PQR is a right angle triangle? If yes, which angle is 90 degree? Okay. So here, three sides are given. So you have to find these sides making a right angle triangle. If your answer is yes, then which angle is 90 degree? Okay. First, we see the longest side. So longest side is under root 8. Then find the square of the longest side. PQ square is equal to under root 8. Square and root get cancelled. So PQ is equal to 8. Simple. So we get the value of PQ square is equal to 8. Right? Now we find the sum of the remaining two sides. Sum of the square of the remaining two sides, that is PR root 3, RQ root 5. Then we find QR square plus PR square, under root 5 square plus under root 3 square. Roots and square get cancelled. Again, root and square get cancelled. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Okay. So here, PQ square is equal to the sum of the square of remaining two sides. So we get PQ square is equal to QR square plus PR square. So this one is the converse of BPT. So here we say the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. Therefore, we write triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. This condition is applicable. So we write therefore triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. It's converse of Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So we find first is triangle PQR is right angle triangle. Yes. If your answer is yes, so which angle is 90 degrees? So we find now PQ is the hypotenuse. Okay, here PQ is the hypotenuse. How we say? Because it's the longest side and hypotenuse square is equal to remaining two sides square, sum of remaining two sides square. Okay, so PQ is the hypotenuse. Therefore, we say that angle R, opposite side of angle R is PQ. So we know that opposite angle is always equal to 90 degrees. So we say PRQ is equal to 90 degree, angle opposite to hypotenuse. Therefore, triangle PQR is the right angle triangle in which angle R is equal to 90 degree, or we say that angle PRQ is of 90 degree. Okay, simple question. Here roots are given. Don't worry. First you have to decide which one is the largest side. Then find the square of the largest side. Then find the remaining two sides square, add them. If you will get the largest side square is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining sides, then it definitely making a right angle triangle. Okay, students. So here your question number 1 and question number 2 finish. Now we see next question number 3. Yes. Yes, see question number 3. In triangle RST, angle S is equal to 90 degree, angle T is equal to 30 degree. Okay, RT is equal to 12 centimeter. Then find RS and ST. So first we read the question carefully. From the question, first we draw the diagram. What is given in the question? Triangle RST. S is 90 degrees. So we draw the diagram here. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. We draw diagram here. So this one is, they say that angle S is 90 degrees. So here is S. S is 90 degree. Okay. And here is R. R. And this one is S. Sorry, T. This one is given 90 degree. Yes. And the angle T is 30 degree. This one is given 30 degree. And RT. RT is the hypotenuse given. RT is 12 degree. Okay. Now, see. In triangle RST, angle S is 90, angle T is 60. Therefore, according by the properties of a triangle, sum of the triangle, 90 plus 30 is equal to 120. And as we know that the sum of the triangle is 180. 180 minus 120. So remaining side is equal to 60 degree. So this triangle is of type 30, 60, 90 degree. Okay. Two angles are given, we find the remaining angle. Okay, then we have to find the value of RS and RT. So students see, RS is the side opposite to 30 degree. T is 30. So RS is the side which is opposite to 30 degree angle. Then according to property, side opposite to 30 degree is always equal to half of the hypotenuse. So we write RS is equal to half of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is RT. So we write half into RT, which implies RS is equal to half of the value of RT is 12. So half of 12, that is equal to 6 centimeters. Simple. Then we find ST. So ST is the side which is opposite to 60 degree. Okay. So as we know that side opposite to 60 degree is always equal to root 3 by 2 times hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is RT, root 3 by 2 times 12. 2 ones are 2 6 are. So we get ST is equal to 6 root 3 centimeter. Okay. So here unit centimeter is given. So we write here in answer 6 centimeter, 6 root 3 centimeter. Okay. Simple. Two angles are given. From these two angles, we find the third one. Then we see which property is applicable here. This triangle is of type 30, 60, 90 degree theorem. Then we apply the properties of 30, 60, 90 degree theorem. Angle. Okay. Now next question. Question number 4. Find the diagonal of a rectangle. Here again, we have to find the diagonal of a rectangle. Previously, we do same question, but given condition is different. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 16 centimeter and area is given. In previous question, length and breadth is given. So directly we applying the Pythagoras theorem and find the diagonal. But here, find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 16 centimeter and area is 192 square centimeter. Here the word area, so we are right here unit square centimeter. Okay. So see student, first we draw the rectangle. So A, B, C, D is the given rectangle. Yes. Side BC. BC is 16 centimeter and the area of rectangle is length into breadth, that is equal to, yes, how much? Length into breadth is equal to 192. So AB is the breadth, BC is the length. So from this we write area is equal to AB into BC. So BC is given, we find AB. So AB is equal to 192 divided by 16. Okay. From this area we find the breadth of the rectangle. So 192 divided by 60. So cancel it, we get 12 centimeter. Simple. So in from this given data, we find the breadth of the rectangle. Then what is asking? Find the diagonal of rectangle. So here we get breadth and length. That is BC is 16 and AB is 12. So now in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. Okay, each angle is 90 degree. So according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the square of remaining sides. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, then substitute the values. Okay, sorry, this one is 12 square. Sorry, 12 square plus 16 square. 12 square plus 16 square, that is 144. And this one is 16 square is 256. Okay. This one is the square of 12 and this one is the square of 16. So add them 400. So AC is equal to under root 400. Taking the square root, then we get 20. So diagonal of a rectangle is 20 centimeter. If this question asks, so you the weightage is 2 marks. Okay. And if length and breadth directly is given and you have to find the hypotenuse, then maybe ask for 1 mark. Now question number 5. Find the length of the side and perimeter of an equilateral triangle whose height is root 3 centimeter. Okay, student. So here again the term equilateral triangle, we consider equilateral triangle. So in this question, we have to find the, first we have to find the length of this side and then find the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. So we draw equilateral triangle ABC. Each angle is 60 degree. Height is given root 3. So write down the given condition ABC, triangle ABC with the given equilateral triangle, angle B is 60 degree. Okay. Angle of an equilateral triangle. And AD is perpendicular to BC. And BDC are collinear. So then we apply ABD in triangle ABD. ABD, yes. So this D is 90 degree, angle B is 60 degree. So remaining angle A is 30 degree. So triangle ABD is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Okay. So first we find the side, and then we applying the formula of perimeter of an equilateral triangle. So here we find first we find AB. So AB is the hypotenuse and AD is the height. So height is given. From this, we find the hypotenuse side. Okay. So AD is the opposite side of 60 degree. So 60 degree is always equal to root 3 by 2 times AB. Okay. Side opposite to 60 degree. So root 3 as it is. Yes. Right. This value is root 3 and this root 3 get cancelled. We get AB is equal to 2 centimeter. As we know that all the sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. That means AB equal to 2 centimeter, BC is equal to 2 centimeter, and AC is equal to 2 centimeter. Okay. So from this, we find the length of the side of an equilateral triangle is 2 centimeter. Then we find perimeter of triangle. As this triangle is an equilateral triangle, so perimeter is equal to 3 into side. So 3 into side, that is 3 into AB. So 3 into 2 is equal to 6 centimeter. Finally, write down the answer in statement form. The length of the sides and perimeter of the equilateral triangle are 2 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. You can also write the length of the side of an equilateral triangle is 2 centimeter and the perimeter of the equilateral triangle is 6 centimeter. Again, I explain this question. This triangle is an equilateral triangle. So each angle is 60 degree. This is perpendicular means 90 degree. So automatically in triangle ABD, remaining angle A is 30 degree. So this triangle ABD is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Then we applying the properties. We have the value of AD, that is the height, which is equal to the opposite sides of 60 degree. Then from this, we find the hypotenuse AB. AB is equal to 2 centimeter. Yes. Then side, we get side, and then we applying the formula perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay. Now, few questions are omitted. Okay. So directly we see question number 11. Yes, 6, 7 questions are omitted from your syllabus. So 11th question. In triangle ABC, angle BAC is equal to 90 degree. Sec BL and sec CM are medians. So now these 3-4 questions are like prove that. Okay. Now listen carefully. In triangle ABC, okay. So B is 90 degree. Sorry, A is 90 degree. Sec BL, see this one, BL and sec CM are the medians of the triangle. Median means side CL is equal to AL, BM is equal to MA. Okay, so prove that 4BL square, 4 times BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times BC square. So this type of question may be asked for 4 or 5 marks, 3 or 4 marks. So first we write given. Given is angle BAC equal to 90 degree and BL and CM are the medians. Yes. What we have to prove? We have to prove that 4 bracket BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 BC square. So let's start. In triangle BAL. Yes, and in triangle BAL. A is 90 degree, then apply the Pythagoras theorem. BL square is equal to AL square plus BA square. Use equation number 1. Simple. First we take the triangle BAL, apply Pythagoras theorem. Then we take another triangle CAM. Again apply Pythagoras theorem. CM square is equal to AC square plus AM square. Equation number 2. Okay. So therefore we adding equation 1 and 2. Add equation 1 and 2. BL square plus CM square is equal to AB square plus AL square plus AC square plus AM square, right? Okay. We are adding equation 1 and 2. Listen carefully. First, we take the triangle BAL, apply Pythagoras theorem, gives equation number 1. Then we take another triangle CAM according to Pythagoras theorem. Then we write equation number 2, adding 1 and 2. Now, AL. AL is equal to, yes, given condition. AL is half of AC. How? Because BL is the median. Median means L divides side BC into two equal parts. So AL is half of BC. Similarly, we write AM is the half of AB. Okay, clear? Yes. Now, therefore, BL square plus CM square, this condition, BL square plus CM square is equal to AB square as it is, AC square as it is. We replace AL square by half AC square, half AC, and AM by half AB, right? So AB square, AC square. Here, AC square and square of 2 is 4. Again, AB square, square of 2 is 4. Then take the common term, AB square plus 4, AB square by 4, AC square plus AC square by 4, cross multiply it. 4 ones are 4 plus 1, 5. 5 AB square by 4. Again, 4 ones are 4 AC square plus 1 AC square, 5 AC square by 4, right? So here 4 is common term. We take common 5 by 4, 4B as it is. Take this 4 on left hand side. 4BL square plus CM square is equal to 5AB square plus AC square. So this one is equation number, yes, equation number 5. Okay. So we get from this left hand side, but our right hand side is 5BC square. Then we take triangle BAC, larger one triangle, apply Pythagoras theorem. BC square is equal to AC square plus AB square. Okay. So as we get AB square plus AC square, that is equal to BC square. Substitute here. So we will get our final proof. Simple, students. Don't worry. First read the question carefully. Then write the given condition one by one. Here they give BAC is equal to 90 degree. And this one is the median. BL and CM are the median of the triangle. Okay. So here we apply 3 times Pythagoras theorem. First we apply in triangle BAL, then we apply CAM, yes, then we take the median condition here. AL is the half of AC, AM is the half of AB, okay. Replace AL and AM by AC and AB respectively. Then again apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle BAC. Okay, students. Now, next question. Question number 30. In triangle ABC, sec AD is perpendicular to BC and the given condition is BD is 3 times CD. Okay, and prove that AB 2 twice AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. First write the given condition. Okay, ABD is right angle triangle. Apply Pythagoras theorem here. Okay, DB is equal to 3 times CD. Put here. Then add equation number 2. Okay, then again take the another triangle ADC, apply Pythagoras theorem, find the value of AD square. AD square is equal to AC square minus CD square. Yes, so from this we get, see carefully. First we apply Pythagoras theorem in ADB. So ADB, here hypotenuse is AB square is equal to AD plus DB square. But DB is 3 times CD. So we get equation number 2 here, right? Then in triangle ADC, D is 90 degree. So hypotenuse is AC square. AC square is equal to CD square plus AD square, right? Okay. Now from this we find the value of AD square. So AD square is equal to AC square minus CD square. Clear? Okay. Now from equation gives equation number 3. From equation 2 and 3, see equation 2 and 3. Here AB square is equal to AD square plus 9 CD square. So we have the value of AD square is equal to AC square minus CD square. Substitute this value in equation number 2. Replace AD square by AC square minus CD square. Okay. So AD square is equal to AC square. See 9 CD square minus CD square. That means 9 minus 1 is equal to 8 CD square. Gives equation number 4. Okay. Then CDB. CDB are the collinear point. That means CD plus DB is equal to BC. Okay, CD plus DB is equal to BC. But DB is equal to 3 times CD. So we write CD plus 3 CD is equal to BC. So directly from the given condition, we take BC is equal to 4 CD and CD is equal to BC by 4. Okay. So from the condition 4, we have AB square is equal to AC square plus 8 CD square and CD plus DB is equal to BC. Then we get CD is equal to BC by 4. Then substitute here in this equation, CD is equal to, yes, in this equation 4, AB square as it is equal to CD square plus 8 CD square BC square by 4, 4 square 16, 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are BC square. So take the LCM, yes, 2 as this side multiplied by 2, 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus 2BC square. Okay, so again we see this question. First, write down the condition, apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle, okay, and then this triangle, find the value of AD square, then substitute the value of CD square, you will get equation 3, then CD plus DB is equal to BC, then find the value of BC in terms of CD, then you get BC is equal to half of, sorry, CD is equal to BC by 4, then substitute in this triangle, okay. Next question. Last question. Okay. So in a trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to, yes, AB is parallel to DC. BD is perpendicular to this side, AD, and AC is perpendicular to BC. AD is given 15, BC is 15, AB is 25. So find the area of triangle ABC. So 4-mark question. Okay. So triangle ACB, yes, ACB, this one is 90 degree. So AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Apply Pythagoras theorem. This side is 15 square and this one is 25. So we find AC is equal to 400. AC is equal to 20. Okay. Then area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC half into base into height. Okay. Substitute the value. You will find the area of triangle ABC. Then again we take CF is perpendicular to, here we do construction, CF is perpendicular to AB, yes, then we find the value of CF, for in triangle CFB, we are constructing here, CF is perpendicular to, and apply a Pythagoras theorem here, you get the value of FB, okay, then similarly we find AE, okay, then AB is AE plus EF plus FB, collinear points. Then from this we find EF. As we have the value of AE, FB and AB, then we find the value of EF, that is equal to 7 units. Okay. So as we know, the area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of the parallel sides into height. So we get the height value, that is CF height, and we have to find the sum of the parallel sides. So AB is equal to 25, then we find the value of CD. So CD, here we find CD, substitute the value in the given formula, half into CF. CF means height into sum of the length of the two parallel sides, AB plus CD. Substitute here and you will get the area of the trapezium ABCD. Okay, so important question, students. So in this way, we completed our second chapter, that is Pythagoras theorem.
Okay,
Hello,
thank
students.
you. Students, if you're having any doubts, you can raise your hands.
Yes, students, any doubt? If you have any doubt, please raise your hand.
I think no one is having the doubts. We can wind up here. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.